Allow yourself to hear all the sounds that are going on around you. Just listen to the general hum and buzz of the world as if you were listening to music. Don't try to identify the sounds you're hearing. Don't put names on them. Simply allow them to play with your eardrum.
What up, and what's cracking? It's Nick Danger again, man. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Art of MV, man. And thanks for being here, man. Do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up on the way in here, thumbs down on the way out, and leave it all in the comment section for me, right? 1K the hard way, man. For that guy who finally put me into that 1,000 subscriber. Give yourself a hand, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys, man. And it's one of those things that keeps me making beats, man. It keeps me doing things. But believe it or not, doing these YouTube videos actually sparked more creativity than I had in a while. So we all want to sound like the greats, right? We use the same equipment, want to know their methods, their techniques. So we all follow. I like to kind of highlight not just Dr. Dre and hip hop guys, but like Herbie Hancock. Herbie Hancock, there's a video on the internet of him showing the Sinclair sampler to Quincy Jones. Now, think about how this is. These are two music masters, and they're already exploring an emerging technology called a sampler. I mean, these are executives, and these are masters of their instruments. Quincy Jones is a master of conducting and producing and plays the trumpet. Herbie has played with Miles Davis and led his own band and pioneered a whole sound just on his own. So then they're examining new technology, like he's showing Quincy all this new cool stuff, right? That's kind of where we are today, and you can kind of see the split. And it's a shame because man, this thing's gonna steamroll over some people, and it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly because you're gonna have people whining. So I'm gonna give you a cool example. Check this out.
And just as long as the world is around, and just as long. Just as long as the world is around.
As you see, this is already faded out. So, okay, just in case you guys don't catch it, I actually sampled this, chopped it up in the SP, and then fed those chops in neat little clips and sections into my MV8000. So the sample part is done. There's nothing else that needs to be done to these samples. This is a prominent artist. I'm pretty sure I can get the clearance on these samples with no problem. Okay. I really like that. I'm going to feed that to AI and change it all around, change the key a little bit, but I want the same vibe. And I was a super prompter. I got the framework, and I go in there with my framework and my personas and my iterations and everything I need to do, and I come up with something that's not that, but that's like that. What would be wrong with that? What is wrong with it? So we all saw what happened to De La Soul. Album full of samples. They had 15, 20 years where they didn't even have the rights to their music. They barbecued Biz Markie when he sampled that "You Got What I Need." It's just a friend. They barbecued him. You know what I'm saying? So the point is that if you can get what you need out of a prompt and don't have to get worried about being sued or having to go through clearance issues, then what is so bad about that? The things you're going to have to worry about is how authentic can you be? Can you be authentic enough for somebody to find you in what's about to be a gluttony of mediocre, kind of straight down the line of what's already out there music? And it's going to be a glutton of it because you have one guy making a nice pretty penny to just crank this stuff out. You know what I mean? Let's move that to a guy who's aged out of the rap game. Okay? This one I feel kind of personal about as well. You got a person who ages out of the rap game but still got flows. Still got the beat in him. A Q-tip that never made it. That never made it, that you don't know who he is, right? And he's behind a prompt. He makes a drum pattern. Okay, puts that in. Says, I want a guitar on the drum pattern. Nobody knows where you're going to start from. People are going to start from scratch with absolutely nothing. Some people are going to have a whole idea in their head, and if they can put it into words, the computer is going to spit it back out. What is wrong with having your own in-studio Jarvis like Iron Man does as a superhero? Right? That's not something everybody wants. I thought we was in here to go to the next level. Don't ask for the next level if you don't know and understand what that is. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where everybody's getting caught up at. So you mean to tell me that you've been submitting all this data to these servers about the kind of sound packs you buy, your uploads, your downloads, your type beats, all this information, and you didn't think it was going to utilize that data? That's the whole point, homeboy. That's the whole point of all this. It's your data. So let's get this straight. Let's get this part straight. There is no AI dilemma. And the people who are going to be able to maneuver around it, I guess they're going to be the next generation of guys to model your game after. Probably guys like Curtis King, man. I'm a big fan of Curtis King. I love Curtis King's his whole thing. Not from only being from another FL studio producer, it just sounds dope. I don't see no different in him and anybody who uses one of these big pieces of hardware. But he's a rapper, a beat maker, and he went straight to do it yourself. He yanked his music off of streaming. I admire guys like him and another cat named like the Daydream Sound. I don't know his name, but the Daydream Sound guy. You know what I mean? He has been the same and done it his way so far, and they're cool with that, and they're willing to show others how to do it. So with that stuff out there, you have no excuse. You either go one route or you go another. If you want to chase where the streaming is going, then you're going to be chasing this AI because AI is about to take over that. If you love to do music, then continue to do music. Hobbyist is a bullshit word, man. I would say we're enthusiasts because I've had hobbies come and go. You know what I mean? I've had hobbies. I used to put together model cars. That's a hobby. You know what I mean? I used to go out and go to the gun range because shooting was a hobby. You know what I mean? That's self-defense, but I'm just saying, you got people who, that's their hobby. They love guns. That's America. You know what I mean? How do we stop? Gaming is a hobby. That's something else you can make money in, but gaming, for me, that's a hobby. Music is finding my frequency, man. It's something that I couldn't stop doing music if I tried, because I have tried. You know what I mean? Before I bought my MV, I was convinced I wasn't going to do music anymore. I had to get rid of all my equipment. I said if it came back to me and I could afford it, great. But after buying an MPC once, I don't know if I was going to be able to afford that again twice, let alone the MPC and all the stuff that went with it. I had to get rid of everything. The Phantom, the MPC, both of my bass guitar. I had two badass Fender bass guitars, a big amp setup for live playing, man. I mean, I was full 10 toes down into this music thing, man. You know what I mean? I've been in and out of the corridors of this in LA and ATL. And I mean up close. Right in the hallways, man. So I wouldn't consider that just being a hobbyist. That's just somebody who is in the culture of the performing arts. You know what I mean? Everybody's not going to be a celebrity. But I got stories, and guess what can help me bring them to you guys? Yep, AI. Oh, man. What I mean by 1K the hard way. So this whole process has been surprising. So by 1K the hard way, I basically mean I don't have any expensive equipment. I got a few quality pieces of audio gear, but for the most part, I've been using iPhones. I've been using iPhone, Samsung phones, and little small GoPro-like camera. Ageism is about to go out the window. How are you going to know how old somebody is if you don't know what you're looking at? Now, the music can be authentic. The artwork might be assisted. The videography or the videos that you see may be altered a bit, or maybe conceptualized. This is the way the system goes forward. You gotta remember one thing about everything, music and everything cycles and everything culture. Nothing, I mean, maybe clothing styles, maybe, but nothing ever goes back to what it was. So we're all in for a nice little ride, all right?